Tim, this morning, day 3 of the investigation following a deadly train crash in Lexington County. These are images we are becoming very familiar with, an aerial look at that crash site this morning. We know this investigation will take some time. Our Paul Rivera following the story from the beginning and live out at the scene this morning. Paul, Pine Ridge Drive remains closed down behind you there. What's the latest this morning?
It does right now, Mary. There's going to be several things that investigators will be doing coming up today and in the next few days. But today they will be interviewing the surviving Amtrak crew. We could also find out more about those patients in the hospital as well as those autopsy reports. But you mentioned that scene. I'm going to go ahead and step aside right now, give you a look at Pine Ridge Drive. It is blocked off, yes. And over in the distance right there, it's an active scene. There are people out there, might not be able to see it from here, but there are people out there taking a closer look, those lights lighting up where those trains collided. Let's jump into some of these points right now. You're getting a look at a graphic we showed you yesterday on that path of the Amtrak train. One of the main issues here that the NTSB is looking at is why that switch was padlocked. It appears padlocking a switch is standard protocol, but the switch in that position ultimately is what caused the Amtrak to veer off course. Also, do you remember those data recorders I spoke with you about yesterday morning? They found the one on the Amtrak and it wasn't damaged. That's going to be a gold mine for investigators. They're going to analyze that information further. But yesterday, we got our first look at preliminary findings from that data. It included the speed and when that train started to break. Also, back to those interviews. 4 CSX employees were interviewed yesterday. It's just, this is all grasping the surface of what NTSB says could be a process that'll take 12 to 18 months. Coming up, we will hear more from NTSB. Reporting in Lexington County, Paul Rivera, WIS.